today's session, which is electrical engineering. Here are our guests. I will present them individually, of course. But before that, I want to remind you who is behind today's session. This is 𝘈𝘥𝘷𝘦𝘳𝘴𝘪𝘯𝘨 University, a database where you can find English taught fully or partially programs in Germany. This is the demo version of the study finder, which has much more filters, and those filters will save your time and also suggest you most suitable program according to your qualification and also wishes. You are also welcome to check out our articles. Those articles are extremely important as they provide general information about different topics related to studying in Germany, of course, and there are even more country-specific ones, and you can check them. Maybe scholarship could be any topic or visa, so there are country-specific articles about that as well. You are very familiar with webinars today as well. If you have general questions about visa, scholarship, UniAssist, etc., I will either send you an article about that or ask you to join our general webinar about one of those topics, because there my colleagues are sharing for 40 minutes throughout information about that, and then again you have a live Q&A. And these are the people that make 𝘈𝘥𝘷𝘦𝘳𝘴𝘪𝘯𝘨 University, and we are all happy to share all the experience we have of studying and living in Germany. And we have actually German and international team members. This makes the counseling even more beneficial, because you have two views of internationals and Germans, and then you can combine this information for you. All right, now right away to the first presentation. Professor Dr. Peter Fromm, thank you very much for joining. He will be presenting electrical engineering and information technology master's programs from Darmstadt University of Applied Sciences. I stop the screen share, and yeah, the virtual mic is yours.
Yeah, Nino, thank you very much, and welcome from a sunny Darmstadt. So we are moving right now a little bit from the north, from Hamburg to the center of Germany, to Darmstadt. As you can see on this slide, I'm not only showing a slide of Darmstadt, but of Europe, because we are a member of the European University of Technology, which basically means that you also have options to study at other universities throughout Europe when you are attending our program. But I think the main focus, probably as an international student, is our program in Darmstadt. Darmstadt is a, well, very nice medium-sized city close to Frankfurt in the Rhine-Main region, as we call it. It's a very green area. We have nice mountains, nice historical places around. And what I will be telling you is a little bit what makes our program unique, what is the content, and then focus a little bit on the application process, and then provide you some contact information so that you know whom to address for additional questions. The program we are running is one of the oldest master programs we have in Germany, and definitely the oldest international master we have. It's running for more than 25 years very successfully right now, which doesn't mean it's old-fashioned, no, but it actually means that we have 25 years of experience in making a study experience for an international student successful in Germany. What is special about our program? Well, since 25 years, all the lectures are purely in English. Although the lectures are in English, we are putting a strong focus on also teaching you German, because at the end of this program, around about 80% of the students, of the graduates, are staying in Germany, and this makes us very proud, and this is, at the end of the day, the main idea of this program. The program, like most state-based university programs, is free of tuition fees. You will have to pay a certain semester fee, which includes, for example, a public transportation ticket, which allows you to use almost all public transportation throughout Germany. And the main goal, actually, of this program is to allow you to enter the German labor market. That's the main and key idea of this program. It is, other than a lot of programs we have in the master, it's a very generic program. So we are not creating a master program which is focusing on, well, specialized topic in specialized area ABC, but we are actually providing a very solid and holistic master program, which offers you 4 majors: automation, communication, embedded, and power. And all of these programs are set up in a very similar way. Of course, totally different topics, but the structure is as follows. You will have 2 semesters at the 𝘗𝘪𝘳, where you will have on-campus teaching consisting out of common modules, where you will also meet the students from the other majors. Then the majority electives and major subjects out of your major. And then, and this is kind of special, in the semester 3, you will go into a company. So you will have a 6-month internship in a German company, which is then followed by a 6-month master thesis, again in industry. So half of the program will be performed in a company in Germany, or theoretically any country, but most of the students, of course, pick a company in Germany. And this company then very often is the first company where they are working once they have graduated. So it's a very smooth transition from a study program into a working environment. One of the aspects which is very special in Darmstadt is that we really have state-of-the-art and excellently equipped labs. We are lucky enough that we have a solid funding from the German state. So we have labs, for example, with industrial robotics, with automation systems, communication labs, 5G labs. Here we actually can see a electric motorcycle, a racing bicycle, which is created by students. We have drone technology. So whatever technology is fascinating you will probably find some labs around where you can work on the subjects throughout your study. The other thing which makes our program special is that we have a very large amount of additional support activities which we are offering. So when you actually come to Darmstadt, you will come round about 6 weeks before the lectures are starting. And during that time, you will have a couple of hands-on technical bridging classes to allow you to adjust to our level of well, experience or knowledge, what we expect. We will have nice excursions to the environment. Here you can see a picture of Heidelberg, which we're going to visit, to also show you a little bit the history of Germany. You will have intercultural trainings. You will have German language classes. So we will really try to get you on board as quickly and as good as possible. As I already mentioned, the program itself is free of tuition fees, but there is a certain semester fee which you will have to pay every semester. That's this round about 350 euros. That's more or less comparable to most of the universities we have in Germany. The application process itself is free of charge. You can apply without paying any money. We will check your application, but then when you decide to take the seat, there are a couple of one-time fees which you will have to pay. For example, an administrative fee, which is allowing us to actually run our application portal and things like that. An accommodation fee, so we are offering housing services for you. You can apply to an apartment through the university, and this accommodation fee will mainly cover the first month's rent and deposit, and a pre-semester German and first semester fee, which you will have to pay once you want to get enrolled. The application process is also very straightforward. There's no need for applying through Uni Assist or any other institution. You can apply directly at the university, and we will have a group of professors who are going to check your application. So we are looking at the applications very individually. There's also not a fixed mark or something which you need to have, but we are really looking at a mixture of academic profile, working experience, country profile, social aspects, and similar. And then out of the pretty large group of applications we are getting every year, so we typically have around about 1,500 applications, we will give 250 students an admit, and out of that group, round about 50% are then truly joining the program, and they are accompanied by another 25, 30 German students from our program, from the bachelor program itself, so that we have a total group size of between 100 and 150 students at the end of the day. What are the requirements? Well, you need a bachelor degree in electrical engineering or equivalent. Equivalent, for example, includes mechatronics if you're applying for automation, sometimes computer science, but this is something we are then checking individually. The easiest way is simply apply, and then we are going to tell you if it's equivalent or not. We, of course, expect an excellent transcript of records. There's no hard marking, but roundabout, well, the mark should be somewhere in the range of 80% to get a seat. We require a TOEFL or yields certificate. And like I said, aspects like working experience, social engagement are appreciated. The application goes through our own portal, 𝘗𝘢𝘪. It is at the moment it is open, and you can actually apply for the next winter term until end of March. The process is pretty straightforward. There's also very good documentation on the website. Basically, you have to choose which major you want to apply for, provide your academic records, upload some documents, and then you are done. All right. The timeline is as follows. So we actually have the orange area here, the application process. Then it goes into the visa and travel preparations, the pre-semester courses, and then the semester is starting. And as you can see here, the blue boxes are showing you that we are providing you a guidance throughout this complete process. So in addition to the meeting today, we'll also have online tutorials where we'll actually show you step by step how to have a very smooth transition into our program and welcome you here in Germany. Starting in April, May, we will also have a group of senior students who will be here to support you. And this actually allows us to get you on board very, very well. Okay, so to summarize things a little bit, I think we are a truly international and multicultural community. What you actually can see here is the picture taken from the last year's student. If you actually count the numbers here, you will notice that the number of students is a little bit lower than the 150, which we actually have had in very strong countries, very strong years. At the moment, we are more in the area of 100 students. The reason is that the housing situation is pretty challenging in Darmstadt, like in most other big cities in Germany. And we really want to make sure that you get a apartment when you start studying here, because finding that from a foreign country is definitely not trivial. So we are adjusting the numbers a little bit to the housing situation. And also, you might also have heard that the job situation at the moment in Germany is a little bit more challenging as compared to the last couple of years. So we are at the moment going a little bit more on the lower side of numbers, around about 100. But still, if you have an excellent profile, we are, of course, more than happy to get you enrolled in our program. Contact persons, both Sabine and myself, we are in this meeting today, so we will also stay until the end. If you have any questions, we are welcome to answer them, but you will also get this presentation and the email contact data. So if you have any questions afterwards, feel free to get in contact with us, and then we can answer anything you are interested in. All right. So this was a very fast rush through the program, but well, surprisingly, I managed to stay in time. I was a little bit afraid of that when I saw this only 15 minutes. But yeah, thank you very much for your attention, and hopefully see you in Darmstadt one day.
Thank you very much, Professor Fromm, for the presentation, for making it in time. And yeah, Sabine, thank you very much for taking the questions. There are a few of them, and yeah, some of them were already answered. Maybe we could discuss some once again in live Q&A. Before that, I would like to give the mic to Dr. 𝘱𝘢𝘪, who will be talking about another program, master's level electrical engineering from University of Rostock. So for all programs, dear attendees, the small flick of the program quick facts and the location is on slide, but I don't spend too much time here because all speakers have nice representations.
So I hope you can see my screen, and I'll try to put this around. Okay, can you see the presentation screen now?
Yes, we do.
Okay, perfect. Okay, yeah, thank you for the introduction. I'm first of all, a warm welcome from the University of Rostock. Today I was asked to introduce our master's program of electrical engineering here at the University of Rostock. My name is Michael Schütt. I was born and raised here in Rostock, but I've also been part of many international programs myself, including exchange in US, Ireland, and New Zealand. Now I'm a postdoc and head of the controls group here at the Power Electronics Chair and the founder of the company 𝘗𝘢𝘪𝘥 with our professor. And with this, I think I have a unique view, at least, on our program that should fit today's procedure quite well. In my estimation, the key parameters for a satisfying and successful stay abroad are the academic results. So what did I learn? What is the quality of that knowledge and the applicability in industry? And of course, the personal experience. So how good is the cultural exchange? What do you do through your recreational time? Do you find friends? Stuff like this. And I believe Rostock and our master's program provides all of the above and also at a very high quality. But let's explore this a little bit together. We are offering a specialization of information technology and power engineering. I myself am working in power electronics, and I will provide more the power side of things, but be rest assured that our counterpart also mirrors this content quite well. However, we prepared a video from our chair, and I'd like to show you this video first. I hope you hear the sound.
Greetings, I am Vishwas. I am a PhD student at the University of Rostock. It is my pleasure today to introduce you to Rostock and the degree program here. The Hanseatic city of Rostock lies at the lovely Baltic coast, making it not only a buzzing tourist favorite, but also a bustling city of great economic significance in the region. Low living costs and year-round extracurricular, cultural and sport offerings make this city an exciting city to live in, study and also to work.
Welcome to the University of Rostock and the Institute of Electrical Power Engineering. My name is Hans-Günther Eckel. I'm a full professor for power electronics and electrical drives and head of this institute. At the Institute of Electrical Power Engineering, we work on the integration of renewables in the grid, on high voltage engineering, on power semiconductors, on HVDC and converter control. The results of these cutting-edge research activities go directly into our International Master Electrical Engineering. This 2 years master course allows a specialization on power engineering. We offer more than 10 courses exclusively on electrical power engineering, including power electronics, grid control, high voltage engineering, electric machines, power semiconductors, microcontroller programming. All these courses are taught in English. I welcome you to go through the homepage of our institute and encourage you to apply for this Master Electrical Engineering in Rostock.
Let's now go into the details of the master's degree program. This degree program is offered completely in English with zero tuition fees. It is a high quality research oriented curriculum which also offers flexibility in the choice of courses towards completing the degree program. Here's a typical scheme of study for this master's degree program. A large number of courses are offered in the field of power electronics and electrical drives, electrical energy supply, and additional courses are offered in high voltage and current systems and also modern wind energy turbines. This degree program also consists of a substantial research component. And now let's head to the power electronics lab. Welcome to the power electronics laboratory. In our laboratory, we test and characterize different kinds of IGBTs. For example, this is a 6.5 kV IGBT in IHV housing. We typically need 6 of these in a 3-phase inverter, for example, traction inverter. And here we also see, for example, a gate driver which we have developed in-house. We develop such gate drivers to reduce switching losses, for example, and also for short circuit detection and protection of the IGBT module. Here is a typically set up test bench where we routinely test the switching behavior of the device and determine the losses during the turn on and turn off by double pulse tests, and also we also check the short circuit behavior of the device, whether it's short circuit robust or not, and what can be done to improve these aspects. I carry out turn off measurements on IGBT with the desaturation pulse. The objective is to reduce the turn off energy losses of the device through this special technique called the desaturation technique during the turn off of the IGBT. Now let me introduce you to some of my other colleagues at the institute.
Hey, I'm Gyanendra. When I was a master's student here, I got a perfect opportunity to work as a student job under a PhD student. And with the help of PhD student and another student job colleague, we developed this test bench, which is a grid connected inverter, and we did a lot of cool stuff to find the dynamics of the converters like Bode plot and dynamic stiffness. And after completing my master's, I got again the opportunity to work as a PhD student under this chair. And at present, I'm working on the MMC converter control, which is quite funny, and the team is awesome.
Hi, I am 𝘱𝘢𝘕𝘁𝘕 and I am working as Scientific Research Associate at University of Rostock. And before my work here, I have studied my Masters at University of Rostock in the same chair, which is Electrical Energy Supply. And now I am doing my PhD or working as a research associate here. So my main research topic is grid forming control, and for this research I am using the real-time simulators, hardware wind turbines, and the grid simulator. So the real-time simulators are the future real-time equipment to simulate the grid models or power system equipment, and with the hardware we can validate our simulations or the controller designs. With the grid simulators, we can isolate this hardware equipment to the main grid, such that if we do some analysis here, it can be isolated from the grid by using the grid simulator.
Thank you for watching this video. I and my colleagues would be delighted to see you here in Rostock.
Okay. I hope this was well audible. Okay, let's digest the shown content by the mentioned criteria. How do we evaluate academic validity? I'd say a few results might speak for themselves, and I prepared some numbers, but numbers are usually pretty hard to get a feel for without context, but let's try it a little bit. This is just for our chair of power electronics and electrical drives. We have multiples in the institute, of course, and then you have other coursework with other chairs, but just to have ours as an example. Yeah, we're working with all kinds of OEMs, so manufacturers of in the renewable energy, power electronics itself, semiconductors, and yeah, in that kind of industry. So usually our chair is more on it starts on the low end with cars and goes up to the highest of powers. So maybe in the tens of kilowatts we start, but we rather go into the megawatts and gigawatts. we have roughly, some of these 2 to 3 million fundings a year, but these are through various methods, but almost all of them are through industry. So we're not really, relying on the government. We usually have 20 to 30 PhD students just on our share, and together with our 4 TSOs, so transmission system operators, and with some of the biggest producers in wind, and especially also for HVDCs, we're helping them to basically develop the energy transition on the power electronics and control level. So maybe to put some buzzwords here, grid forming, multi-terminal HVDCs, those are things that you might be working on when it comes to control and other. On the very deep power electronics level, we basically develop new topologies, new types of chips, RC, IGBT, something like this. If you're familiar with it, would be something that you could associate with us. Here are also some more advantages that were mentioned in the video, similar to most universities, as also the Darmstadt people said before. It's yes, it's tuition free technically, but we also have somewhat a little bit cheaper. I think 250 a semester. Also includes the Deutschland-Ticket, so the public transportation throughout Germany. We start our master's program with roughly 20 to 30 English-speaking students and similar numbers in Germans. Although our English-speaking number is now increasing, so this actually might be more. It was a little bit down to COVID, but now it's really rising up again. So this might be double actually. The latest numbers are really going up. But overall, we have a very, very good ratio between students and supervisors. So our chair alone can usually have almost a 1-to-1 ratio each year. And this also ensures a really high quality of supervision. And due to our industry projects, our lab equipment is also up to par with industry standards, if not even above, because very often we have to develop new things for industry, especially in the semiconductor field. We basically test the chips of tomorrow and help Infineon, for instance, a lot. Okay, but that's on the academic side of things. Let's talk a little bit about Rostock as a city, of the city of beauty that it really is. We live in the Baltic Sea, or we live at the Baltic Sea, which is a prime area for sailing, wind and kite surfing. There are countless of sports activities at the university. Apart from sailing, I also do ice hockey, for instance. It's a great area for cycling, hiking, and whatever comes to mind. The city of Rostock is basically surrounded, or is an area of tourist magnet, so to speak. We pride ourselves to live where others travel to. It's a also very affordable part of Germany. We're in the former eastern part, so it's usually a little bit cheaper. So housing and food is a little bit more cheap. And also on top, we have one of the best student cafeteria systems in Germany. There used to be a prize for it, and we won almost every year, just Rostock itself, with really good and affordable dish options. We have 10 to 20 options just in one of them that vary each day, and with vegetarian and vegan dishes and a salad bar. Apart from this, Rostock is quite an old city. It's 800 years old, and the university also over 600 years old. So there's a really long history that you would have the chance to get to know. But at the same time, Rostock also feels very, very young. In relation to the touristic area of Mecklenburg-Vorpommern, that's our county, it's still a very big city. It's by far the biggest city around, but it still has these small town vibes, I would say, because the cities spread along the river, and in the city center where the university is situated, you now have a really high ratio of young students. So it feels very young and vibrant. There's an abundance of happenings for students as a consequence. In electrical engineering, you will find yourself among many international and national students, and peers and colleagues, of course, from all kinds of walks of life. And here are just some examples of the colleagues at our institute. And with that, I would like to invite you and come and see for yourself. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the presentation and all the details. Dear attendees, I tried to be helpful, and there are a few notes because I saw questions about applications. So UniAssist, if you want to know article or webinar, I will share that. And of course, the program page is also in chat as in the previous case. Now I will share my screen, and let's move to me, 𝘱𝘢𝘷𝘦𝘳𝘵, who will be talking about master's program in mobility systems engineering and management. So here we have 𝘱𝘢𝘪𝘥 School of Engineering and Management, and the next 15 minutes are yours.
Thank you very much. So good afternoon. Welcome to the webinar from my side. My name is Timur Vinohodov. I am junior program consultant at the 𝘱𝘢𝘪 School. So we are located in Karlsruhe, and now we move even more direction to the south. So we go today from north to south. I guess you might be able right now to see my presentation. Is that true? Yes,
Yeah,
so perfect. So today I'm going to present you one of our 6 master programs in mobility systems engineering and management. So of course it differs a little bit from the electrical topic, but still is quite relevant. So let's start. First of all, yes, we are 𝘱𝘢𝘪 School. We're business and technology school of the KIT, so of the Karlsruhe Institute of Technology. This is the research university in the Helmholtz Association. It's one of the biggest universities in Baden-Württemberg. This is the county Bundesland where we are located at. So we have around 22,000 students. A lot of them are internationals as well. We have around 10,000 employees and around 400 professors. We have more than €1 million of budget, and yeah, based on the latest QS rankings, we are among the best 7% universities in the world. So 102nd place in the world and ranking number 59 in Europe. So 𝘱𝘢𝘪 School is definitely your next step in a successful career. So on this slide, you can see like the 4 columns that defines us. So first of all, the power of international networks, since around 50% of our students, they are coming not from Germany, they represent different countries such as India, China, Colombia, and so on. And we also work quite dense with international companies. So the second is technology transfer and innovation, since we have like around 70% of professors, they are coming like professors from the KIT, and 30% this is like the people who are working in industry and management positions to give an insight into the application point of view. Then it's a mixture of management and technology. Our master programs consists of management modules and engineering modules. So this is a great possibility to receive both management and technology perspectives, and we offer executive master program. So this is also a brilliant possibility for the students to gain valuable working experience while you are studying at 𝘱𝘢𝘪 School. As I mentioned at the very beginning, we offer in general 6 master programs. Yeah, here you can see a small overview of them. This is in energy field, in financial field, in information systems field, management of product development, mobility systems, exactly the topic that I'm going to tell about right now, and production operations management. So we try to touch as much as technical areas as it possible. So as I mentioned, let's move on directly to the mobility systems engineering and management master program. And this is like the introduction word of Professor Dr. Eric Sachs, the program director. As I mentioned, of this master program, who is responsible for the entire content. This is the structure of the master program. Each master program consists of 10 modules, 5 engineering modules, 5 management modules. The duration of each module is 2 weeks, and you need to spend these 2 weeks here in Karlsruhe to attend the lectures full time. So management modules, you can see them here on the right hand side. They are the same for all master programs. So this is the good point for students to communicate with the students from other master programs. So they have like case studies together, and also share with each other the insights of what they're doing, for example, in engineering modules. And you see here like a globe with a small Spain mark. This fourth module we offer in Spain. So the students, they need to spend 2 weeks in Spain in our partner business school ESADE, but I will tell about it some words a little bit later. So left-hand side, 5 engineering modules are presented. 3 of them, they're also for all students of this master program, of this master degree, but then it comes to the specializations. So the 4th and the 5th module, this is just the specialization. So the group will be divided into the 2 subgroups, and the first subgroup will be studying advanced driver assistance systems, and the second subgroup will be focused on the e-mobility. So this is, by the way, one of the projects for the ADES to program a Segway. Yeah, just as an example. So this is like the small overview of the hot topics. Of course, I will not tell all of them because we don't have so much time. So 3 like main columns of the selected master programs are systems engineering, e-mobility, and ADAS. So for systems engineering, hot topics, that is like yeah, the main thing are like systems life cycle processes, testing 2.0, security, safety, and much more. If we are talking about e-mobility, this is battery shortage technologies, this is hydrogen storage solutions and alternative powertrains. And for others, this is drivability, auto control systems, traffic engineering and control, and many more. So the students, they need to think like really good before they start what they want directly to study, because the topics are a little bit different. So this also helps to prepare quite unique and a good specialized students. Also, one example of project works is in the 3rd engineering module. This is system integration and validation. So here you can see that the students, in terms of a case study, they need to apply VIL, so vehicle in the loop method, where they need to program the drive assistance systems that are integrated into a real vehicle. And this is also everything done here at the KIT and the institutes with the support of professors that give a valuable insight and gives a great possibility to see how the theory that they received during the lectures works in the practice, and how this knowledge can be applied to the reality and fast developing world of e-mobility systems. As I mentioned 2 slides ago, we have partnerships and cooperations. So for 2 master programs, mobility as well as energy engineering, we have a cooperation with business school ESADE in Barcelona for one 4th management module, named Corporate Innovation and Entrepreneurship. So this means that our students, they go for one module, so this is 2 weeks, to Spain, they attend lectures there, and they receive then extra additional certificate that they covered such topics, such lectures in ESADE. We also have cooperation with China for other master programs, production operations management and management of product development. We have here cooperation with Suzhou University, with Manufacturing Center in Shanghai, and Autonomous Studies College in Tongjin. So here the students go to China. So some key facts about the study and about the master program. So as I mentioned, 10 modules, the duration of each is 2 weeks. So this means that the program duration is 20 weeks. It means like the pure time of studying. So program content, I also mentioned already, 5 management modules, 5 engineering modules, and of course, master thesis. So for the selected master program, students have 9 months to write a master thesis with a supervisions of at least 2 supervisors, namely professors or doctors from the KIT. As a business school, we have tuition fees. These are 9,000 euro for each semester, and students also need to pay the KIT enrollment fees. This is 190 euros per semester. This is like for other in any other universities, for example, that were presented also today. This goes and allows you to enter, to have access to all the possibilities and to all the infrastructure of the KIT, libraries, sports centers, language courses, and many more. And also you will receive a discount for the public transport. At the end, after you successfully pass all the exam and defend your master thesis, you will receive KIT Master of Science certificate with a 90 ECTS points. And of course, as I mentioned, you will also have already the working experience that will be calculated and count as a real working experience, because in many cases, if you're a full-time student, then, and if you are working also together while you're studying as a full-time, it doesn't count in many cases as a real working experience. However, in our case, it counts. And we have start annually once a year. This year it's on the 29th of September. Like we have 9 months more to apply, so we will be on time. Of course, some words about the admission requirements. So the students, they need to have first university degree, at least, so at least bachelor's. Of course, we have students that have already obtained their master degrees and they are willing to pursue the second one. We have professional requirements. This is the professional experience. So depending on the bachelor degree and especially on the number of credit points, we require either 1 or 2 years of working experience. So that means that all our students, they have already working experience, and this is like master degree for professionals. Also, we need to receive your CV with a career profile, job preferences from the company you are now working at, letter of recommendation from university, and then we will have personal interviews with Hector School and the KIT, namely with program director. All our master program and mobility and program in mobility in questions are in English, so we require either TOEFL test or IELTS or equal proof of language. This might be a letter from your company, for example, that you are working with the clients from other parts of the world and you are talking in English. So this will be also fine for us. This is, for example, the structure of the study for the intake 25, what I was telling about. So this year we start on the 29th of September, 2 weeks you need to spend in Karlsruhe to attend the lectures full time from 8 a.m. till 5 or 5:30. And then Saturdays here in gray, you have exams. So it is either written exam or oral exam or a case study, and then you have a break. For example, in October, November, this is 1 month break where you need just to work. So the students, you won't receive as a student any presentations, any homeworks, any other case studies, nothing that is connected with the university. So your main purpose will be just working at the company. But you can be even not in Karlsruhe and even not in Germany, that's not a problem, but then you need to come for another 2 weeks to attend the lectures live, and then again Saturday's exam, and then like a bigger break to work. And this is the structure for all master programs. It looks like this. So it also can be quite flexible, since it is possible to extend the duration of study and to study not 2 years but 3-4 years. It depends, for example, on on your workload at the company. So you can attend less modules each year, but prolongate your study, and the price will remain the same. So we also offer a lot of social events for different purposes. This can be like fireside chats. It's like we invite speakers from industry and present and discuss up-to-date topics that are right now popular or hyped in the industry. Also, we offer a lot of team building events to build a great chemistry between the students, not only within the selected master program, but also of the entire intake. For example, next event will be next Monday on the 20th. We will go skating here in the palace. So this is located in my background. So there is a place right now where they can skate. We also offer excursions, culture, sport activities, social gatherings, and of course online networking. And our alumni network and alumni meetings, they're also extremely strong. And alumni, they are also like glad to invite current students to their factories or companies where they are working right now at. So yeah, they give an insight, especially how the master degree obtained at Hector School and at 𝘗𝘢𝘪, which impact this master degree has or had on their lives and on their career perspectives. So very interesting, and our current students, they also like it very much. Actually, that's it. I hope it was quite interesting for you. Next step, on the 6th of March, we have virtual open house where we will provide you with some more information, not only about the mobility systems engineering master programs, but also about other master programs. So you are very welcome to come by, to join us, to see us once again, me especially, and then also to ask some other questions if you have some. So you can also contact me. Here you can see my working phone number and also email address. This is the best possibility to contact me, or just type my name, surname in LinkedIn, and also let us chat a little bit. And here, please scan QR code and visit our website, read about us. And of course, as I mentioned, we are waiting for you at our virtual open house, 6th of March. So you are welcome. That's it. Thank you very much for your attention. And then I will be glad to answer all the questions that you have.